Hey, I'm Rad Foster Dad, and today I want to talk to you about something that's shaped my life and honestly made me the kind of foster dad I am today. Yep, that's trauma, and we're gonna dive deep. We're gonna dive deep today, but don't worry, I'll keep it real, relatable, and maybe even throw in a laugh or two because healing doesn't always have to be so heavy. So let me start by saying I can't tell you when my trauma started or when it began, and that's how much I blocked out. My brain decided, you know what, we're just going to file this under never open again. And I really don't blame it. What I do remember is being physically and sexually abused by family members when I was a kid. And when that's your normal, you start to believe that being hit, torn down, and wrecked is just the way of life. And that's the way life works. Now, for a long time, I thought I had to carry that with me for forever. I didn't know how to deal with it, so I turned to the one thing that I thought could help: the bottle. Alcohol became my go-to therapist, and let me tell you, vodka is terrible at giving advice. Drugs weren't much better. I thought numbing the pain was the solution, but all it did was pile on more problems. Now, fast forward to later in life when I finally figured out something revolutionary. The pain wasn't my fault. Again, the pain wasn't my fault. The abuse wasn't about me, it was about them. That realization hit me like a ton of bricks. The people who hurt me, they weren't lashing out at me because I did something wrong. They were broken themselves. They had their own demons, and unfortunately, they let those demons out on me. Here's the thing. Learning that wasn't easy. Forgiveness wasn't easy. And let's be clear, I'm not talking about forgetting. I'm not sending them people a Christmas card or inviting them over for dinner, but forgiving them, that was for me. It gave me peace, and it taught me how to turn something horrible into something meaningful. Now, as a foster dad, I get to use that pain for good. These kids, they come into the home carrying the same kind of baggage I carried. They feel scared. They feel broken. And it's like it's all their fault, and that's what they think. And I get to say to them, hey, I've been there. I've done that. I know how it feels to be stuck in that dark area, but there's light, I promise. And for those of you foster parents out there who've been through trauma too, let me tell you, your pain is your power. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes, but I know there are days when you think, how am I supposed to help these kids when I'm still trying to figure out my mess? But let me remind you, nobody gets it like you do. Nobody can see those little signs of hurt, those cries for help, better than someone who's been there, done that. Your experience isn't weakness. It's your superpower. You've walked through the fire, and now you can help these kids see that they can walk through it too, and come out stronger at that. It's not about being perfect. It's about being present, showing up, and saying, I'm here and I understand. Again, you can say, I'm here and I understand. And hey, let's keep a sense of humor about it, because honestly, all of us have been there, done that, with those heart-to-heart advice talks, and toddler climbs on you and they stick their butt in your face and they drop they got a big old deuce in there, right? Or they drop a bombshell on you like, hey dad, are you getting old because your face is pretty squishy? That was little Xerox yesterday morning. So to my fellow foster parents, don't hide your story, use it. Use it to connect, to empathize, to show these kids that no matter how dark it gets, there's always hope. There's always a light. And you know, you're the proof of that. Thanks for listening, and remember, your story matters, your presence matters. Let's keep showing these kids that the past doesn't define them, their future does. I'm Rad Foster Dad, and I'm out.